When you first start playing Mindustry, one question immediately comes to mind. What should I focus on first? Should I collect resources? Should I build defenses? Or should I try doing both at the same time? There isn't a clear answer. Most of us probably start by focusing on resources. Even if you're carrying materials from a previously captured sector, your turrets still need ammunition, your factories need resources, and your logistics networks need to keep running. What took me a while to understand is that everything in Mindustry is connected. A strong defense depends on a strong economy. A strong economy depends on efficient logistics. And efficient logistics depend on how well you manage your territory. At the start of the game, you don't really think about any of this. You place conveyors, build turrets, collect resources, and hope for the best. Then the losses begin. Losing the same level repeatedly can be frustrating. Sometimes I take a break and come back later, but every defeat usually teaches me something. Maybe I didn't leave enough room for expansion. Maybe my supply lines were too vulnerable. Maybe I missed too much in one section of the base and ignored another. The interesting thing is that almost every solution can work and almost every solution can fail. The only way to find out is by trying something different. In one of my earlier videos, I talked about how the difficulty gradually increases as you progress through the campaign. Surviving 19 waves does not guarantee you will survive the 20th. And one of the things that makes Mindustry unique. The game never allows you to become comfortable. You can build a defense that survives for 20 minutes. You can create a logistics network that appears flawless. You can secure one side of your base completely, and then something unexpectedly happens. This is because Mindustry doesn't really attack in a fixed pattern. The attacks may come from land, air, or sea, but the principle remains the same. Every solution creates a new weakness. Reinforce one area heavily and another area suddenly becomes more attractive to attack. Focus entirely on defense and your production struggles. Focus entirely on production and your defense becomes vulnerable. The game constantly forces you to adapt. I remember playing one particular sector that had around 20 waves. My resources were flowing smoothly. My factories were operating efficiently. My defenses seemed to be holding. Everything looked under control. I became so focused on optimizing my logistics network that I completely lost track of the actual objective. After quite some time, I suddenly realized the sector had already been captured. That genuinely surprised me. I had become so interested in managing the system that I forgot to monitor the battlefield itself. And that's another thing Mindustry does exceptionally well. It demands your attention. You will lose track of time. You will lose track of how many times you've retired a level. And eventually, you may even become mentally exhausted from repeating the same challenge over and over again. But I don't think the essence of Mindustry is about the number of retries. I don't think it's about building the strongest wall or creating the most efficient factory. To me, Mindustry is a game that constantly says, don't get comfortable. The moment you believe you've solved the problem, the game presents a new one. The moment you think your defenses are perfect, a weakness appears somewhere else. The moment you think you've mastered a sector, a new challenge forces you to rethink your approach. I've seen attacks disrupt supply chains. I've seen carefully planned defenses collapse because I overlooked a single vulnerability. I've seen sectors that looked completely secure suddenly become chaotic. And that's why I don't believe a perfect defense exists in Mindustry. Building more turrets is not a guarantee of victory. building a powerful logistics network is not a guarantee of victory. Following a proven strategy is not a guarantee of victory. There are simply too many variables, too many attack paths, too many opportunities for things to go wrong. Mindustry doesn't reward perfection, it rewards adaptation. So if you ask me what the perfect defense setup is, my answer is simple. The perfect defense is a myth, and that's exactly what makes Mindustry such a fascinating game.